Welcome to RidgeLife. I'm Tim, and today on Ramblings, 115 degrees Fahrenheit heat index. Whoo, guys. Just like a lot of the Midwest and here in the United States, it is hot and humid. And unfortunately, I'm working out in the sun again today. We have zero cloud cover, zero. It is as clear as it can be, which makes it very, very tough because I am working on the off-grid barnhouse block foundation. Y'all saw, hopefully, today's video on RidgeLife. I finished up the water well. I broke the water main. That's right, I broke the water main. When I was running the new line all the way out to the block foundation, I had it all 100% done. 100% done. And when I tested it, I broke the pipe at the valve upstream of what I installed. Upstream, not what I installed, but upstream. And it was due to water hammer. I turned on and off the valve too quickly, and where the valve is, it came out of the dirt, and I dug out around it, and the pipe that extended out that I put my brass fitting on was just too heavy, supporting. I didn't have any support under it, and then when I turned that water on and off too quickly, it jumped, crack right at the valve. So I got that fixed. Hopefully you watched that video today. Now I'm moving on to the block foundation, getting it prepped for the termite shield. I've got to install lintels. I've got to get that giant piece of concrete out of the way that I cut out for the HVAC. Got to get some things painted. Got to get some seal down, some glue to get. Yeah, I got a lot to do today, and it's all out in the sun. Because there's no trees around the off-grid barn house right next to them, because I had to have clear east to west sun, southerly east to west sun for this off-grid solar, which is working amazing, by the way. I mean, whew, knock on wood, amazing. But I do have trees everywhere. Look at that, I got trees all the way around. It's just I'm working in the sun today. But that's not what the thumbnail was about. Today's thumbnail was, I can't believe she did this. I can't believe she did it. I am amazed. Amazed. Well, I am and I'm not. I am and I'm not, because it's typical for her. It's typical for her. Happy Monday, by the way, guys. It's Monday morning. I'm back to work here on the Ridge. I got up this morning and Meredith came in. I'm like, what are you doing here? Because she got up, excuse my French, at the butt crack of dawn and took Hudson in for football. Now, guys, poor Hudson. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, I believe, he has all-day football camp. All day. And he had to be there, I think it was like 6 or 7 o'clock this morning. Oh, no, it had to be 6 because Meredith was back home by 7. So it had to be at 6 or 6:30, something like that. His football started this morning, and it goes all the way until 5 in the evening in this heat. Football practice, Monday, Tuesday. And that's Sunday through Wednesday is supposed to be just excruciatingly hot. But Meredith got up at the butt crack of dawn, again, excuse my French, and took him into a football. And since he's staying so late, I think his dad is picking him up this evening and keeping him until Wednesday, and then Meredith will pick him up Wednesday. So Meredith came back home to work. So Meredith came in, and I woke up, and I'm like, what? Why are you doing home? I mean, I was laying in bed, hadn't had my coffee, you know, hair looking like this, you know, at least I got hair. And she reminded me about Hudson's football and going with his dad and everything. I said, oh, yeah. And she said, where's that sprinkler we used when we were planting the grass around the barn? I said, oh, it's down in the barn on this side over there. I put it up. And she said, I got to take care of something. It's too hot. It's just too hot. And I'm like, okay. And she was like, where's the hose not being used? Well, I said, well, the hose that I just filled the dog's trough up with fresh water yesterday. Gave some really cold, fresh water, big giant. We have a big, because she has big dogs. She has a Newfoundland, a standard poodle, and then the Australian Shepherd. The Newfoundland is huge. But she, as a matter of fact, she gets in the pool, swimming pool, not just in her water trough. But I gave him fresh water in the water trough. I said, we use the pool hose for that, and the dog hose is a separate hose. I said, you can just take it down there, plug it into where we fill the cows and the horses' water trough up, and then you can connect it over to this sprinkler. And I have the big tripod sprinklers that come up and they go, and you can go all the way around, or you can adjust, height, and how far they do everything. She said, yeah, I got this. So I'm waking up, getting some clothes on, gonna go make my first cup of coffee. I mean, guys, it's between 7:30 at this point, right? And I am retired, so I don't get up at butt crack of dawn. I get up at the hip of dawn. Not the butt crack of dawn, but the hip of dawn. Delta Dawn, what's that? Hey, you remember that? Who remembers that song? Delta Dawn. Okay, I have just dated myself there. What's that flower you have on? Reminds me of the days that gone by. Okay, but I digress. Anyway, she disappears for a while, and and I'm like, okay. She was asking me these questions about the sprinkler and the hose, and I'm just woken up, and I'm not quite comprehending. And then so I get up, I get my clothes on, I make me some coffee, and then I go and here she comes back in. She goes, taken care of. I'm like, what? She goes, they're good. Because see, we were going to have the end of the barn where they could run in, and we have fans in there. She said, oh, my water is so much better. Especially if we can get Winnie, the Highland cattle, to get up under there, because Mooney, the Brahma, and Moto, the Zebu, they're equatorial animals. They're used to the heat and the sun and all that. But Cowgirl, I don't know what kind of cowgirl is. She's kind of cow. But Winnie, she's a Highland cow. And of course, Eclipse, he's a black Frisian horse. Reese is a brown quarter horse, chestnut or whatever it is. And Magi is a white, and I always forget what Magi is. He's whatever a white horse, great horse is. But the black Frisian and Winnie, the Highland cattle, they really need to stay cool, especially in this heat. So Meredith had gone down there, and at the bottom of the barn hill slope, the new barn, we have the gate there, and that's where we let Reese in. He eats in the barn by himself. He's an old guy, and he gets special food. But that area, there's a giant oak tree that covers that area. And that used to be where the paddock was, where we used to feed Reese before we had the barn. I've taken all those cattle panels down and everything, and now it's just a giant shaded area between the run-in shed and the new shed, the new barn. And again, there's a gate there. So Meredith took that shaded area, set the sprinkler up to it, just and of course, Eclipse, the big black Frisian, he's like, yeah, baby, and he likes it in his face. He like, oh, give it to me in my face. Oh, spray it everywhere in my face. And he actually got right up to the fence and of course it goes on by, and then he has to wait till it to come back because he's too lazy to chase it. He just sits there and goes, okay, come on back, come on, give it back to me. Ah, there it is, right there in my face. But Magi, the white horse, he just likes it on his rump. He like backs up to it. Come on, right there. Oh yeah. Oh, give it to me. Yeah, oh, that feels so good. Oh, where'd it go? Come on, come back. And of course, when horses get wet like that, the first thing they want to do is roll in the dirt, right, and just get mud and caked all over them. And that's what Reese, the quarter horse, did. Matter of fact, we got a bunch of, or I didn't. Meredith took some video when she first put the sprinkler up, of course, of Eclipse and Magi getting. Matter of fact, I'm going to stop talking. Watch this video right here. Woo! Yeah, Clips loved that. Clips loved it. Didn't get Reese in the video. She just got a couple clips, and the quality wasn't as good because she filmed it vertical. You know, these young kids nowadays, they film everything in the vertical format for TikToks and stuff. And that their Facebook, you know, they want that their Facebook vertical, you know. And she said, "Sorry, I didn't film it in horizontal so I had to zoom it in. I had, you know, crop it, and that's why the resolution goes down because she filmed it like this, 9 by 16 versus 16 by 9. You know, landscape versus portrait. You guys know all that stuff." I heard a plane going over. The plane, boss, the plane. What show's that from? Again, dating myself. Darn it, I gotta quit dating myself. But, guys, my wife, the judge, the attorney, gets out there at 7 o'clock in the morning, sets up a sprinkler, runs a hose, after taking her son to football practice, the butt crack it on, and then she comes in and goes to attorney work. That's my wife. That's my wife. I kind of felt bad when she came back in and said it's done. I'm like, I just comprehended that it was what she was doing, and she didn't ask me to help me. I mean, that's my wife. That's my wife. Amazing. She amazes me every day. Amazes me every day. We had an amazing weekend. Hopefully you saw yesterday's rambling of us doing the milk test, a blind taste test challenge. Meredith got a little, she got a little hurt about that one. Her expensive milk was gross to her. You know, she had to spit it out because she thought it was the Kroger cheap milk, the generic milk, and was not. She liked the Kroger milk best. So fun. Now, we'll tell you this. We did the same test with Hudson off camera later, and I just used 3 cups, Kroger, Prairie Farms, and the Simple Truth Organic in the cardboard half-gallon jug, Meredith's favorite milk. And I just had 3 cups unmarked for, you know, he couldn't see, blind taste test, and Hudson got them 100% right. Willa? No, she was about 50-50 just like Meredith was. But I gave them 2 of each, so it kind of dilutes the results, you know, because you can't just get lucky with one and then now you're 50-50 on the other, you know. But yeah, we did that, of course, with the songs from us going grocery shopping, and then the song for making the graham chocolate chip cookie pie. Yeah, that was fun. I went to church, went to a new church yesterday, one real close to Meredith. That was fun. Good to go to one close and get to meet some new people and everything. I think we're going to go there next Sunday. We're going to go to Sunday school there too. So her neighbor, and her fiance go there. So that's kind of how we Meredith went there. When I was over at David's at Come On Homesteading doing his solar, she went with the neighbor to that church instead of our church. So yeah, my wife amazes me. Wife amazes me. Last night, so last night she goes out and helps Hudson. See, normally, like when Hudson does football and is gone and stuff, I feed the animals, or during school and stuff. When I'm there, I feed the animals, and Hudson, you know, takes up the slack. But this summer, Hudson's been doing it since he, you know, has been home most of the time. But yesterday, because Meredith knew Hudson was going into this football thing, Meredith went out with Hudson and helped do the animals. She fed the horses, the donkeys, the cows, and all that stuff. And Willa stayed in and did laundry, did dishes. She did all the dishes that were piled up, took all the clean ones from the dishwasher, and washed all the pots and pans. And then I also cooked. I cooked shrimp, which Meredith can't eat. Sorry, babe. I cooked salmon. I baked some really nice salmon, and I made some. What was it? Spinach mushroom raviolis. I boiled them, strained them, and then I put some spaghetti sauce on them and some Parmesan cheese. And woo, it was so good, so good. So I cooked dinner while they were out doing that. We definitely share the responsibilities, and it's kind of untraditional now a little bit, with me being semi-retired and Meredith working a full-time job being an attorney and a judge. And you know, the kids are going to school. I got young kids again, so I'm kind of taking up a little bit of the house role. You know, of course, you know, I'm still over here building the ridge. You know, doing everything that goes with solar and off grid and barn building and all this stuff. And of course, over at Meredith, I'm helping build her new barn. And I take care of the pool and help with the yard, get all the tools, you know, the yard tools and all that stuff. Keep the mowers and the vehicles, the tractors and everything maintained and all that stuff. But it's just amazing how we share the responsibilities as a family. And I am very blessed. I am very blessed. Meredith amazes me every day. I have some great family. Grandma Carol, you know, hopefully you saw today's video. Grandma Carol came down and helped me with the water well. And Morgan, you know, is doing his new job, civil engineering down in Pensacola. Got his apartment, got his furniture and washer and dryer and all that stuff. He's independent. My son Tyler just started a new job. My daughter Lissa, she got a third baby on the way. She's a special education teacher, married, 3 kids, three grandbabies. Getting ready to be a 4th one. 1, 2. Oh, getting ready to be a 3rd one. Sorry, not 4. But yeah, guys, just blessed beyond measure. Blessed beyond measure. Definitely do not deserve it. And that's what God's grace and mercy is, right? Let's see if I get this right. Grace is getting what I don't deserve. Mercy is not getting what I do deserve. And God gives both. Yeah, think about that. Think about that. All right, guys, hopefully you liked today's video. You liked a little video of the horses getting wet. If you did, give it a big old thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe. Always 100% free. Hit that notification bell right down there to be notified anytime a new video comes out on one of our channels. Until next time, hope everyone has a blessed day. Keep rambling and go Ridge Life. Woo! Gosh, it's hot. I'm telling you right now, it is hot.